Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Doc's Wisdom Wednesday. Hey, last week I did something different. I responded to a question um, from one of the students that I did a conference at a few weeks back. Today I want to tackle this as well. Yesterday I received a phone call. Bear with me on this because I'm talking to you. It's kind of like I should have did a Facebook Live or I should have did a YouTube Live. But yesterday I had a phone call from a former student athlete. Now, as some of you know, I deal with student athletes, and we have one of the most successful graduation rates out of all NCAA schools. And so, very, very proud of my staff because they do a phenomenal job in ensuring that our student athletes understand that that sport is what they do, it's not who they are, and that sport is going to end. You only play it for a finite amount of time. It's going to end, and when it ends, what are you going to do? So that sport is what you do, it's not who you are. And so we're always talking to him about that. But received this phone call from this young man who participated at this particular school probably about 8 years ago. Unfortunately, he left and he didn't have a degree. Felt bad about that. Every time I have a student athlete who leaves this university or student athletes around the country who leave their sport without a degree, I get upset. It used to be a time where I got upset with the coaches. I don't get upset with the coaches anymore. The reason why I don't get upset with the coaches, and this just isn't about student athletes, bear with me and listen to it. I got upset with the student because the student, when he called me, he was still upset and believed that the coaches didn't do what it is they said they were going to do. Now, I know this young man. This young man is a phenomenal, phenomenal young man, and he was a phenomenal talent. But I used to always tell him, you got to take care of your business in the classroom. This sport is going to, he was a two-sport athlete. This sport is going to end. What are you doing in this classroom that's going to last for longer than this sport you play? And so he didn't take care of his business. Unfortunately, left without a degree. Unfortunately, didn't take care of his business in the classroom, ended up getting dismissed from the university. So when he called me yesterday, he was like, the coaches need to do something because I still can't get my transcript because he had a hold on his transcripts and all that. And I said, man, hold on. Every year you call me and I tell you the same thing. I know how much money you owe on your account. Work, get that money, pay off your account so you can get your transcripts. The coaches aren't going to pay for that. He was like, man, but I was like, look, stop. Every year you call me with the same thing. This is why I'm telling this young man that. Is because for some reason we think that somebody owes us something. Nobody owes us anything. If you want that thing that you say you want, you're going to have to grind to go get it. No one owes you anything. It's almost as if he's also expecting an apology as they did him wrong. And I told him, look, you're not going to get that. And see, here's the problem that this young man is facing and that we face sometimes is we're expecting people to do what they're incapable of doing or they're unwilling to do. And so now all of a sudden, until we receive that thing that we say we want from that person, we can't move on. And I'm here to tell you that that person may never give you that. That's why you have to say, you know what? I'm good without this because I know who I am and what I need to do. And if I want something, I'm going to go get it. When you give someone else your power, then that means you're waiting for them to flick the switch and give you what it is you need. Don't give anyone your power. So when we got off the phone, me and this young man, he understood this. He understood that he was like, you know what, you right. You right. I got the money. Let me go ahead and pay what it is I need to pay so I can get my transcript so I can move on. It's the same thing with us. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. That person may never give you that apology. So look, here go your apology. Whatever that person did, I'm apologizing for them. Please accept my apologies for that person who may never get. So it's time for you to take it and move on. It's time for you to say, you know what? It's time for me to get in position of my purpose. because I waited too long to hear something from that person, and that person isn't willing to give me what it is I need. Because you really don't need it. You want it. You don't need it. All you need is the understanding that you don't need it from them. You need to understand that you have what it is you need. And if you want it, go get it. It's up to you. It's about you. It's about you making it up in your mind. Because here's what happens. Your mind is playing tricks on you. Your mind is a protective agent. Your mind is saying, man, you in your heart, you say, man, I know I should be doing this, but your mind wants to keep you comfortable. So anything that's going to cause you any type of discomfort, your mind is going to say, nah, let's not do that. Because that's what the mind does. The mind tries to keep us comfortable by any means necessary. But you know you've been in this comfortable situation for too long. And really, it's not even comfortable. It's just familiar. It's time to leave the familiar to go out there and do something that's uncomfortable, kind of like that rubber band I've talked about before. Stretch the rubber band this far. What does that rubber band want to do? It wants to go back to what's comfortable. You need a new comfortable. You need a new comfortable. You need to push yourself. Push yourself. You need to lose that weight. Get to the gym. If you know that relationship ain't cool, get into a new relationship. Get the relationship with yourself first together and say, you know what? I deserve more. I expect more, and I'm going to get more. Because once you do that and you come to the realization that your mind is just trying to protect you and keep you comfortable, and you say, you know what? This comfortable position is no longer comfortable because it's not causing me or allowing me to get to the position, the place where I know I need to be, then it's time for you to do something different. So stop relying on other people to give you what you need. You know what you need. You know what you need to do, so it's time to get it done. Let's go, people. Let's go. I know this is a long message, and some of y'all are like, oh, I don't got time to watch it, and that's fine. But those of you who stuck around and watched this message, I hope you understand that you have the power to make change, but you got to stop waiting and relying on other people to give you the, oh, now you can go. No, man, please. You go because you know you're supposed to go. Because really, there's other people in your life that's depending on you to make the decision that you need to make. There's people in this world that's depending on you to make the decision that you need to make to get to a different position so you can help other people. That's what it's about. It's in you. It's in you to help other people. It's in you to do that thing that you've been gifted to do by God, by the universe, whatever you believe in, but it's in you to do it. You just got to make a decision that you got to do it. All right, y'all. Fired up about this. And the reason why I'm fired up because that student athlete, he's such a phenomenal young man. Such a phenomenal young man. But he's waiting on something that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I tell him every year, it's not going to happen. So what are you going to do now that you know that it's not going to happen? Are you going to continue to every year, continue to be in that space? Or are you going to say, you know what? I'm not living in this space anymore. This space may seem comfortable, but it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable. All right, y'all. You can live ordinary or you can live extraordinary. Hopefully you share this message so you can help others live extraordinary as well. Peace.